In the distant past, nearly 4,000 years ago, as human civilization was just moving beyond its primitive stage and beginning to flourish in new ways, a prosperous settlement named Sodom emerged on the eastern bank of the Jordan River in the fertile Jordan Valley. This region was rich in natural resources. Its land was lush with crops, and trade routes crisscrossed its territory. The people of Sodom were wealthy and powerful. Around it lay other cities such as Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim, and Bela. These cities are mentioned in both the Bible and the Quran and are collectively referred to as the cities of the plain. This location is now believed to be on the southeastern shore of the Dead Sea. In those ancient times, this valley was known as the Garden of Allah, its greenery and prosperity unimaginable. But this affluence corrupted their moral character. Allah Almighty had bestowed countless blessings upon the inhabitants of Sodom and its neighboring cities. Fertile land, fresh water, and safe dwellings, all within their grasp. However, this abundance, instead of making them humble, made them arrogant and insolent. They forgot their gratitude to Allah and indulged in their desires. Their moral decay reached a level rarely seen in human history. They engaged in sexual acts between men, a heinous crime against Allah's creation and nature. They committed this act not secretly, but openly, shamelessly, and with pride. They showed no mercy or hospitality to guests. Instead, they forced this abominable act upon male visitors to their homes. The atmosphere of Sodom was heavily laden with sin. Obscenity became an integral part of their lives. In the Quran, Allah says, "And we sent Lot when he said to his people, do you commit such immorality as no one has preceded you with from among the worlds?" Surah Al-Araf 780. To rescue humanity from this profound sin and to guide the inhabitants of Sodom back to the right path, Allah Almighty sent Prophet Lot S as a messenger. Lot S was the nephew of Prophet Abraham S. Day after day, month after month, he patiently called his people to the path of Allah.
You have no
he told
other
them,
God but
"O my
him.
people, fear Allah. You are committing such obscenity as no one on earth has committed before you. You approach men. You are a misguided
other
people,
deity besides
transgressors. Stop these heinous acts.
Look at
Seek
this old
forgiveness
man.
from Allah."
He thinks he can
The
tell us
people
what
of Sodom
to do.
paid no heed to Lot's words. They were so arrogant and
joke.
blinded by sin that the holy words of the prophet made no impression on their hearts. Instead, they mocked Lot S, saying, they said, "If you do not desist, O Lot, you will surely be among those expelled." Surah Ashura 26:167. And, "If you have any punishment from Allah, bring it upon us. We are ready. Get out of our city. We do not obey you." When the sin of Sodom reached its peak and there was no hope left for their correction, Allah Almighty decided to send down punishment upon them. One evening, 3 handsome young men, who were actually angels sent by Allah, arrived as guests at Prophet Abraham's house. They gave Abraham the good news of Isaac's birth and delivered the message of the destruction of the people of Sodom. Afterwards, these angels came as guests to Lot's house. Lot S became extremely worried by their appearance, knowing what heinous acts the wicked people of Sodom committed with guests, especially male guests.
The northern village
He was
is now
desperate to
secure.
protect their honor and tried to keep them safe. But the angels reassured Lot S, saying, they said, "O Lot, indeed we are messengers of your Lord. The disbelievers will not reach you." Surah Hud 1:11-81. "And we have come to execute Allah's punishment upon your people." They instructed Lot S to leave the city with his family and those who believed in him before dawn, but with one strict condition: no one was to look back. According to the angel's instructions, Lot S, his 2 daughters, and those who believed in him quickly began to leave the city. He repeatedly warned everyone,
my people,
do not look back.
worship God.
Do not disobey Allah's
You
command.
have no other deity
Those who look
besides
back
him.
will face a bad end. But Lot-es's wife, who held a secret sympathy for her people and silently supported their sins, ignored the warning. Perhaps she felt a kind of attachment to her sinful relatives, or curiosity about the city's destruction consumed her. In an instant, she looked back, and at that very moment, by Allah's command, she was instantly turned into a pillar of salt. In the Quran, Allah says, "Except his wife, She will be among those who remain behind. Surah Al-Hijr 15:60. Her fate was a tragic example of disobeying Allah's command, proving that there is no favoritism in Allah's decree, not even for a prophet's wife. As dawn broke, Allah's terrible punishment descended upon sinful Sodom and Gomorrah and their neighboring cities. This torment was unimaginable and merciless. First, a violent earthquake began, shattering the surface of the earth. At the same time, scorching stones rained down from the sky. Each stone was specially marked and sent for specific sinners. These stones were hot and sharp, capable of turning anything to ash in moments. In the Quran, Allah says, "So when our command came, we made the highest part of the city its lowest, and rained upon them stones of layered hard clay." Surah Hud 11:82. The intensity of the earthquake inverted the land, as if Allah lifted the entire city and slammed it down with force. Their splendid palaces, all their means of luxury, their proud existence, everything was instantly obliterated. No house remained intact, no life survived. The cries of people mingled with the wind, and a once prosperous settlement was turned into a vast ruin, a city of death. The destruction of Sodom was not merely a historical event. Its geographical consequences were far-reaching. The fertile Jordan Valley, where Sodom and its neighboring cities were located, was transformed into a vast saltwater lake after the cataclysm. This is now known as the Lake of Lot, or the Dead Sea. The water of this lake is so saline that no life can survive in it, no fish or plants can live. It lies about 430 meters below sea level, making it the lowest landmass on earth. In the Quran, Allah says, "And we rained upon them a rain of stones. Then see how was the end of the criminals." Surah Al-Araf 7:84. Around the Dead Sea, a silent message of destruction still exists. The land here is barren and stony, recalling a terrifying natural and divine disaster of the past. The beautiful land of Sodom became a silent memorial, standing today as a witness to the ultimate consequence of sin. The story of Lot's people delivers an eternal message to humanity. Obeying Allah's commands, staying away from sin, and upholding moral values are essential. When power, indulgence, and unchecked freedom lead people astray, the consequence is terrible. Cities like Sodom and Pompeii are vivid proofs of this. In the Quran, Allah says, "Indeed, in that are signs, and indeed we were to punish." Surah Al-Hijr 15:77. Today the world is filled with homosexuality, injustice, and wrongdoing more than ever before. Therefore we must return to the fear of Allah now and walk on the straight path, because no one will escape judgment if they transgress Allah's boundaries.